Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.3 former preview playthrough as the Galactic Empire. Last time, we invaded Enzoth and we took out the fleet, but it came at the cost of Den Wessex, who exploded a little bit. Ars Dangor is recovering from facing down against some of the Yavithan SSDs. What's our stats at currently? He is at 51%, so he's going to be sitting there for a little while. But we do have this fleet with the Eclipse, and we also have Palpatine over here on Dornic. So we're going to do two things here. We are first going to send this fleet in on space, and then we're going to invade there on ground. Hey, we're going to invade on ground there. Where are you? Are you coming from? The Havens? Are you coming from Concord? Okay, well, either way. Or actually from there. But yeah, so we're going to invade in space. We're going to take down the stations, and while we do that, we're also going to try to take this planet alone with Palpatine, because it's just two structures. I think he can do it. They have a lot in space, which is kind of what I was hoping for. And I think Palpatine should be able to do this. What I'm a little bit concerned about would be the TIE Maulers coming and killing him, but I don't think they will. So I think he's got this on his own. He's powerful. It's not a huge amount of structures. It's not a huge amount of units other than the stuff in space. So he's just got to be careful for orbital bombardments, really.
I shall.
Alright, especially with the stuff we can capture. So that's a nice good situation for us. I'm going to get as many of those as we can, particularly the factories. I'm not going to worry about running over this one, because time is a little bit of the essence, as we want to avoid giving them the full orbital bombardment to go with.
Awaiting orders.
So let's just, we'll get all of our captured vehicles
Always ready, sir.
to stand around here.
No one commands.
And you're going to be swamp speeders, right? No, AATs. That's actually perfect. So they're not going to be able to get past us without us knowing. I don't even think the TIE Maulers are going to necessarily be able to take out the Espo Walkers. They're definitely not going to be able to take down AATs. But if Palpatine can get into the base, if you guys can maybe move up a little bit. I'm going to put one over here, just so we can make sure that nothing sneaks by us. We'll get all three of our AATs, and then I think we are okay. I'm not sure if the AI is even on for that. Look, there's stuff. Okay. So this is a kind of dangerous moment for Palpatine. There we go. We use the dangerous moment to destroy the other stuff. And then Palpatine, you go down to the structures. Here, let's get our walkers in.
Awaiting orders.
And I don't think those three can kill him.
I am in command. What are you waiting for? Annihilate them.
Okay.
I will go.
I think that's all we need.
Fire. Reporting. Target acquired. Yes, sir.
That'll be close, but it's gonna at least reduce it to just one TIE Mauler. So that's okay. And Palpatine can just destroy the structures on his own. He can destroy some vehicles on his own. Cooldown for that isn't too bad.
Make them believe.
But there we go. We just crush the structures, crush those, and then we try to take this out. That should be it. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Because what I want to be able to do with this is build a hypervelocity gun. I basically wanted to get as many of those Yavithan planets with it as possible and track down wherever this fleet was sitting, and we found the fleet. So I think we'll only take Enzoth, and we'll take out that Yavithan fleet. We're not going to necessarily hunt down or take all the Yavithan planets. So Corey's boomstick, go on in. And we'll get Mox Lawson with a nice little trench in for us. Tanda Prill, you go in too. Then, who's got the best command bonus anyways? Okay, you're Ruthless, so that's some damage. And command tier 4. So this should actually pop through a bit more of the station. We're going to put in Street Sweeper. And Shroom Hut Core. And we can still fit an IPV, so we'll put that in as well. We got through
Star Destroyer standing by.
the shields. That's all I really needed. And we need to get down to Black 15, which doesn't seem to have a garrison currently.
Ready to move out, sir, without hesitation.
Starting attack position.
Directing all fire at the missile launchers.
All right.
The missile
So we just got to take out the
Closing on target.
weapon hard points.
Cruise ahead.
Make sure we also get the hangar hard point there. Okay, what I'm really worried about though is this trade port. You can never trust a trade port.
Taking him out. Target locked.
Weapon power at full.
Yes, Commander.
And then with the Avethans no longer scaring me, we will be able to start moving out in some of the other areas of the galaxy. We need to start going south a little bit, but it's the fight in the core that's been threatening us for a while. Especially now, like we just heard that there's someone coming for Oversky. So what are we supposed to do about that? We got a good chunk of battle cruisers and SSDs. We've activated late game Empire mode, especially with the World Devastators stacking right now too. But the CSA campaigns are nearly done. That'll be really helpful. But it's all starting to get a little bit interspersed with enemy planets. So there is some cleanup that we need to do in a few areas. I need to make sure that I'm not leaving it for too long. Just gonna make sure I'm actually properly recording. I am. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so as long as you guys are there, that's fine.
Building started.
I can't afford the hypervelocity gun just yet. But we don't necessarily need this fleet here. We don't need to be protecting in that direction. So it's Abrigado Ray getting into Fondor. That's the really important one there. Because that doesn't really even open up more paths into our territory if we get Abrigado Ray. And really we could take Duro, because Corellia we will need to take eventually, but right now it's just an early warning system. And you guys... I don't know what they have at Karita, but I don't want them to keep whatever's there. So this fleet is pretty scary, though. We don't want to let them keep Mercure. So we'll need to do something about this little section. But they're all kind of fighting each other. Yavin's there. I did want to take our ground forces into Yavin.
Moving to coordinates.
But let's spy out Galadran. Scout out Valadran. Galadran. I didn't change the letters that I was hoping to there. And... This is going to be able to protect those entrances. They have a hypervelocity gun there. They don't have a hypervelocity gun here, or an ion cannon rather, here. So we'll be able to blockade a lot of these. And I think we are going to do that the same way. So I'm just going to separate you into a separate fleet. Put you over there, and we're going to go and take out Atshorb. And then we can blockade Atshorb, and we'll just have to keep an eye on Midas. Because we want to scout out some of the territory over this way. Because if we can take Ton Falk and Oron, then we only have the one entrance to look after and Mon Calamari will be one jump away. Because what do we need to take? We need to take Mon Calamari. We need to take Hutta. We need to take the Maw, technically not. Sluis Fan. Okay. So it's Fondor, Corellia, Sluis Fan, now Hutta, and Mon Calamari. I do want to find a place to put that information, like the list of all capital shipyards, or
Blast them.
at least the unowned ones, but that can be
Choose your reinforcements.
a little bit messy. Just hasn't really been a huge priority working it out.
Flank speed. Right away. Roger.
The poor CSA, like this is going to be their entire ground force just
Reporting in.
blown up in space.
Your order.
Okay, you guys can head in towards the base.
Reinforcements canceled.
That's all of those dead.
Cruiser online.
Oh god.
Frequency open.
Oh, they're actually successfully taking out a Lancer.
Go after the stragglers.
So it's not a complete failure for them. Not that I was ever using any of these.
Critical.
Alright, let's make sure we don't let these get away.
Get behind them.
Okay,
I've detected.
I'm happy. You can retreat now. Get your fighters out of there. Great. I won't complain. I highly support what you're doing here. But I've been working on some of the Hutt government mechanics the last couple days, and it hasn't been oh, we lost Pinpointer. That was a real unit. I'm sorry, Pinpointer. But yeah, so I've been working on some of the Hutt government mechanics, and it's been a bit trickier than I was hoping, but it's been working out. So it should be an interesting one that we've got coming for them first, because there's a few different elements to the Hutt government mechanics that I am going to be explaining probably separately.
Cleared for departure.
61%. Cool. Yankor is getting invaded. That's pretty far back. Don't like that. But if you're gonna jump back there, I'm just gonna jump in and see what we can find. Oh, they went to co-op those bastards. Okay, the New Republic needs to stop. We don't even have a large defensive shipyard here. I baited myself away. Dangor is not set up for this just yet. Okay. That's 4 Bulwark 3s, 4 MC90s. We can't retreat. We do have a Dreadnought shipyard, and we have a Golan too. So we'll get some kills. But yeah, so this first
The enemy is approaching.
Hutt government mechanic element is one of the first ones that has a primary impact on the tactical level. Even if it's partially managed from the galactic one, it does tie in some of those elements together, while also tying into some progression. So I think that'll be neat. Hopefully people will enjoy it. And there's a chance that that video could be out
Awaiting your
explaining it
orders.
in the
Awaiting
not
your
too
command.
distant future.
Your command, sir. Commander, reporting in.
Even though there are more elements to it that
Roger
need to
that.
be finished. But it's
Reporting.
it's something that ties into a category of things that we've been talking about wanting to expand on
Acquiring target.
for a while,
Bomber
and which
squadron.
also
TIE
relates back
interceptor
to a cut feature
Form
from the
up.
last couple of versions.
Destroyer here.
So hopefully it's the first step in opening up a few different
Cruiser reporting.
options for us.
Navigating to coordinates.
Let's
Set.
Copy. Coming
move
around.
back a bit so we can try to
Flank speed.
get our HV gun involved as much as possible.
Get over here
I
now.
think I might...
Craft.
I'm just going to finish off this. I'm going to feel worse if I don't get the unit kills, rather than trying to
Can anyone else
spread it
see
as
him?
much as possible.
I copy. Heading to
It
destination.
lowers my chance of winning the battle, but my chances of winning the battle were pretty low to begin with. So it should at least mean that I'm going to inflict some losses on him. I'd really like to take out an endurance. It's 4,700 hull points, though, compared to the 2,992 there, which we can definitely kill before being told to leave. So I think we're going to have to try to focus on the endurance with our units once it's in range, while using the hypervelocity gun to take down the other defender. You are a VSD-1, so that's not going to be great for attacking these.
Enemies in range.
Launching a target
locked. Draw their fire.
Okay, don't go too far up. You're already a little too far up. So, what do I know?
Orbital command available. Ready for duty. I have them now.
Attack.
Having some of these smaller support craft, and especially having the interdictors killed before another battle, would be a good
Eliminating target.
help.
Advancing.
Open fire.
I don't want to get locked in.
Attack formation.
Receiving message.
Okay, I'm going to see if we can focus down the endurance. I really just want to make sure we're not overdoing it on the Majestic.
For another to be destroyed.
Well, it looks like that's not avoidable anyways. Okay, you just mash that.
Attacking target.
More enemy craft.
Awaiting orders.
So it looks like we're not going to have much of a choice but to attack that Majestic.
Star Destroyer standing by.
I know I said you were a defender earlier, but I was wrong. You're not.
Fire at will.
Thought you were another one.
Excellent shot.
There's another Majestic here. No, that one is a defender.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I thought the other one was a defender.
Target those lasers. Awaiting orders.
Okay, there's two more coming in.
Awaiting your orders.
I think we might be able to drop one of them.
I got one.
Not the biggest win for us, but it's at least something. I'm not gonna
Intercepting.
say no to a couple small victories like that.
Calling out of formation.
Watch for enemy ships. Attack formation.
Like, I'm not gonna pretend it's the biggest victory in the world, but you know, at least it's something.
Yet find them.
Yes, roger that.
Beggars cannot be choosers.
Bay is disabled.
Go after the
Come on,
stragglers.
just
I have them now.
blow up what's there.
Spay is gone.
Because that's like 40 pop cap in just defenders and majestics that we've taken out.
Engaging the enemy.
We didn't manage to get any of these battle cruisers.
Receiving message. Enemies in range.
Destroyer here.
And I think even if we just tried to wait, we wouldn't be able to do that. So
More enemy craft.
I don't think there's more we're gonna get out of trying to just delay for okay, that was
I got
a
Taking
bug just
fire.
landed on my hand.
Copy.
Was unexpected. But I don't think we're gonna get too much out of delaying
They're hitting us.
and trying to pull out some hypervelocity gun nonsense.
Laser bank has been lost.
Maybe we'd be able to hit this Dauntless, but I don't know where the rest of our damage is going to come from at that point.
Someone cover me.
Draw their fire.
Okay, I think we can do it. That's 2 hard points. We kill the hangar, then I'll consider that.
after the stragglers.
Our turbo laser batteries have been disabled. Direct.
Are we going to be able to get that last 5%? We are. All right. Good job, units. You did what you could. We got a good chunk taken out of their fleet. What do I still have? It's mostly just the battle cruisers that they have left and a bunch of Dauntlesses. Always a bunch of Dauntlesses. Okay, I think even with
We're moving out.
damage, we kind of just gotta go in.
Tactical battle imminent.
Well, we can kill some ground units here. So there's probably still a fleet coming into Yankor. And this is the ground invasion force they were banking on for it.
Move out. We shall be there shortly.
Maneuvering. Heading out.
Okay, make sure they can't retreat.
Calculating jump to light speed. Right away. Preparing for hyperspace jump.
And there's Hoth recreation. Alright.
Star Destroyer reporting in. Yes, Commander.
It's not quite the setup I wanted.
Awaiting your command.
Like we're
Awaiting orders.
still
Over
a
there.
bit too split
Awaiting
everywhere.
orders.
I need to redirect that
Open
Eclipse
fire.
fleet
The
out.
lasers are our target.
I don't think we need to defend the entrance to Biss as much. I don't know that they have the ability to move too many of their ships between that area, because the Hutt, or the Hapens rather, have kind of cut them off. So... can I kind of get back there then? I mean, that should interrupt that attack.
Moving out.
Let's put you in that slot.
Reporting.
And then let's see if we can cut them off at Relafon. Darn. They've got to have infantry somewhere. We have a lot of money. We have the government. I think we can try to at least do some defending here. If we can get the field bases, if we can get
Reporting. Moving out.
some
Brigade
turrets
standing
going.
Awaiting orders. Ready for recon. Gearing up.
Yeah, let's try to get over there. Oh, that's not great. Okay, let's try that again.
Reporting.
Brigade standing
Awaiting
by.
orders.
So, we are back in the exact same situation.
Ready for recon. Gearing up.
Let's
Armor
see if
ready.
we can just move and not die this
Yes,
time.
sir.
Well, like I was saying, we want turrets, we want field bases.
Ready to move. Almost
And we want
there.
our bikes to get at least some of their infantry to not
Awaiting
make the trip
destination.
to the other field
Scout
base
trooper
options. So that's
Affirmative,
probably the
sir.
most dangerous one.
Just give me a target.
Enemy
Scout
forces
trooper
ahead.
reporting.
Okay,
Scanning
let's
the
get over
area.
there.
Roger.
V-wings are scary.
All right, men.
There's
Take
going to be a lot of V-wings. I really need
Reporting in. Roger that.
to get some AA turrets.
Form up. Awaiting orders.
Okay, let's try to get one there. Hopefully they
Affirmative.
focus on the infantry still. Alright, that's something. You're gonna be another AA turret.
Tank
Our
brigade
base
ready.
is under attack.
Rolling out.
Reporting. Target confirmed.
I don't know that we're gonna be... yeah, we're kind of done.
Order ignited. Yes, Commander.
Yeah, the V-wings are...
Construction
Moving out.
complete.
Okay, well that
Order, sir.
one didn't completely fail immediately. Maybe if that goes over the base.
Buildings
Get another field base there. Okay, there's one down.
Moving to secondary position.
If they keep going around that direction, then it's not
Watching for the
impossible for us to pull something off.
enemy. Awaiting orders.
Because they're going to have other field bases up there. They're going to have two. We're only going to have one. But we might be able to sneak up and take one out. Okay, you're going to be an anti-vehicle turret. You're going to be an anti-vehicle turret.
Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack.
They're going to keep coming down.
Reporting in.
Oh, they're actually coming a direction I did not expect.
Advance.
I thought they'd come in through the base. So we can maybe protect our structure.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, well, here, let's just try to take out the AAFs. Or armored free runners, not AAF. That's the space ones. So an Alliance assault frigate. More turrets.
Orders. Right away, sir.
Where are you going? You're just... You need object permanence, so you will at least look the right direction. Right. I think we're... I think we got everything we could out of that. I don't want to lose Kuat. I need Kuat. You don't get to have Kuat. Oh, that's not great. It's not great.
System lost.
And now the 2 fleets that are coming in there are going to really struggle. Luckily, there's no... well, now there's not even going to be... there's not even going to be a Pathfinder in those when they get there. Okay, I'm not going to kill much with that. Okay, we have to just close that off. So we need the Pathfinders to go in, or we need those fleets to go in. Yeah, we're not going to have a Pathfinder in these fleets. So I don't think we're going to be able to kill much with this one either. So this one needs to kind of just retreat. Luckily we took out the Interdictor. I was hoping to like drop in, snipe some stuff, and then leave. But without a Pathfinder, then sniping stuff becomes less possible. So, yeah, we just gotta retreat on this.
Retreat in progress.
God, with the hypervelocity gun, could have been different. Could have been different. Okay, we're not gonna be sad about it. I'm not gonna cry yet. A few more minutes, maybe. We really could take Yavin though, too, just to distract me from the sadness I'm feeling. But hold on. Okay, so that is all connected still. If we go into Abrogado Ray, that actually disconnects them. So I think that is a good move.
Tactical battle imminent.
Because this will disconnect the Kurita stuff, Obersky, and Num's fleet? No, Snumb. So we'll be able to deal with that. This will disconnect all of those, including Fondor, and that's a big deal. Sluis Fan's already disconnected. So yeah, then when we get Mon Calamari, which is also disconnected. Okay, this is good. Their core territory is going to be cut off from all their capital ship production, or all their battle cruiser production at least. Not necessarily their capital ship production.
Blast them.
So I'll take the victory on that if I can.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's not
Of course.
stress about it too much.
Firing.
Heading to destination.
The only thing is I have to remember not to leave this fleet here for too long.
Star Destroyer standing by.
We
Star
need
Destroyer reporting in.
to kill all this
Yes,
before
Moving to coordinates. Reporting.
before any of our stuff dies to the or to the ion cannon on the galactic level.
Awaiting orders.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Fire for maximum effect.
Firing turbo releases.
Awaiting your orders.
I've got them in my sights.
All right.
We are victorious.
I don't know where our nearest ground army is going to be able to come from. What with our turbo laser AT-AT stranded on Obersky. There's at least a couple units in here, right? But I did actually build some production on Galinar and Cheruba. So that's not a big ground force. Can we get into there? Not really. They can't really rotate around anywhere. We'd have to come through Kurita, which I think they actually can. But it's still, I mean, it's still not great.
Artillery online.
No, okay. I panic dragged it and then I messed myself up. If I'd taken my time to put them in the right spot, would have been okay. There is an XR-85 in this fleet, and that's going to make all the difference, though, too.
The enemy is approaching.
Okay, you're only at 60%.
Ready to serve.
So
Your orders.
Give the order.
we might be able to
At
bust
once.
through a few of these, but we can't do all of them.
Your command?
It's mostly the rear turbo laser, or the rear hardpoints that have been dropped. So that's good.
Here.
Awaiting
Get
your
you
command.
guys
Order
over a bit
confirmed.
more.
Course set.
Your orders, sir.
So this is mostly just going to be
At your call.
whittling away at some... Okay, this little fruit fly is quite a problem. Someone should
Just
kill
give
it.
the
I hate
command.
fruit flies. I don't know why they're down here. There's no, like... There's not even a garbage in the basement.
Target established.
Or at least there's one in the laundry room.
They watch for enemy ships. Nowhere to go.
Nothing over here.
Go after them. I'll see them removed.
Okay, well, let's wipe out what we can.
Your
Let's
command.
get all of this as far back as we
command,
can,
sir.
Anything
too.
you ask.
Losing power.
Executing order. You will see them neutralized.
They have 13 of these guys. They have
Assassinate them.
some unknown number of Home 1
Destroy the
types.
enemy.
And then they have
They
a
will not be
bulwark,
a
or 4
problem.
bulwarks.
Go after
And
engaging target.
Undetected.
Commander.
Regroup for another
4
attack.
MC90s. That sounds
Yes,
right.
sir. Target locked. Always
Okay,
ready.
you're already taking damage.
Attacking at once.
Taking
They shall
fire.
be
I don't think we
stopped.
can take too much without putting this out of commission for too long.
Command's attack. Remove their presence.
Maybe we can do one.
Reporting in. Coming back.
We are going to start coming into fire from, or coming under fire from the main part of that fleet.
Roger that.
It's not like we can hold up to this. Okay, I'm just going to retreat rather than trying to wait out one of these.
Falling out of formation.
Hopefully your engines survive. Nope. Okay, we are going to lose ships go burr. Because that's probably already going to drop him back below 60% health. It's going to drag us on another week. Really, we just traded a Tonfalk for a Dauntless there. What is our power looking like compared to the New Republic? Like, we can't bring everything up against the New Republic right now is the problem. That is... We're 22. New Republic is 32. They're ahead of us. And they're causing those problems. Okay. Well, I'm not going to let that
Move out.
continue on. We're going to send you over. And this is going
Building under
to
construction.
slowly build up.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, hello. They have a Chronal. The New Republic's here with an ion. Your planet's not available right now, Hapens. Although they would, if they take the planet, they're just doing me a favor right now, really.
The enemy has been spotted.
So if we can destroy those mines and then get out, is the New Republic going to be able to ion cannon anyone?
Form up.
Battle
Coming around.
Commander. Captain here.
Technically,
Use your
I mean,
reinforcements.
this is not actually the best setup for us because we're only at 247 max pop cap, and they're always going to be kind of full.
Ties
Okay,
reporting.
well let's send a fighter force around the back
Reporting.
and see if we can use them to take out the. Oh no, okay, you're good. Thank you. Good choice. All right. Well, let's get our forces into Abrogado Ray. I'm not sure if we got there on week 60, if we need to move before the next week. I could just jump straight down to Commodore and cut off the Kuat fleet. Well, step one, I think, is sending you guys back
We shall
around
be there
here.
shortly.
Step two...
Tactical battle imminent.
is taking out Abrogado Ray. We really need a bigger army in this area, and we need to do the Yavin invasion before too long.
Choose your
Okay.
reinforcements.
Eclipse,
At once.
jump in.
Reinforcements canceled.
On the double,
Let's
my
get in
liege.
all of our bonuses before casting our
Right
abilities,
away.
and then
Reinforcements on.
I could separate some of this fleet up. We have a lot in this fleet compared to the other fleets that are still a little separated.
On the double, my liege.
Because we've got like 450 pop cap here, and we don't need 450 pop cap. We really just need like
Destroyer here.
300, maybe?
We've got them on scopes.
There's two other core fleets that are just sitting there without a full 400, or full 300.
You have our full
Attack
attention.
formation. I got one.
Engaging with maximum force.
Setting up my run, sir.
Particularly the one that is going to be sitting over Karita. But I'm hoping once we kind of lock up some of these borders a bit more, once we split apart the New Republic
For another attack.
from Fondor,
Lasers are our
that should make things a bit easier for us in this region. It'll also mean once we feel like it, we can do like a ton of fleet initiative.
destroy that launch bay. Copied.
Ready to move out,
Sir,
sir.
enemies in range.
And that'll mean some other units for us too. So we definitely need to start constructing a bunch of ground units, and then we'll execute on the Yavin battle, and we'll send those ground units around to take some of these planets that we've been waiting on. I think we need to, once we're over Karita, I'll need to move Thrawn's fleet away from Relafon, because I don't think we're going to have a ground force in position before
Ready to fire. Well, this will be one for
before the hypervelocity gunshots start firing, or before the ion cannon shots start firing, rather.
They're hitting
Course
us.
set. Closing on target.
Which isn't the end of the world.
Sir. Target.
Losing Kuwat is not ideal, though.
Excellent shot.
But that's got to be the main New Republic fleet.
Watch him. He's coming
I
around.
got one.
He's headed your direction.
Nowhere to run.
Just the absolute sheets of turbo lasers.
Enemies in range.
at your discretion.
Okay. Here, see if you can spread them out a little bit more.
Is the laser cannons.
Falling out of
Here you go.
formation.
That's so hard.
Draw their fire.
Got that. Onto the trade port, and then we're good.
Formation.
Returning to your
On we
position.
move.
I've got him.
Targeting position.
I have them now.
Okay, you can turn on powered weapons,
Target.
and
I'm on them.
now it's time to queue up that army that's been sorely lacking in this region for a while. At least we've kind of neutralized the CSA. I don't think Midas is going to cause too many issues there. We're going to be blockading you for a long time, or Atshorb is good, Ulissia is good. Then it's just whatever happens with Oron and Tonfelk. Did they take... Okay, the Havens have taken Mercana. But let's get those
Unit in production.
ground forces queued. We have the credits for it.
Recruiting troops.
So our economy is probably not going to be a problem for
Constructing unit.
a while. We want the artillery. We've got one of you, and then we'll get a second one of those.
Constructing.
And some ATAAs, because they have a lot of those air units.
Constructing unit.
And we'll just get one of each heavy vehicle. I'll actually cancel this because we do have one of those in the core already. And I think that's a solid ground force for it to start with. So with that, we're going to leave it there for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.